Totally new news coming in. Alex Albon is in at Ferrari after the 2024 season. Not this season, but after next season. That is because they have no faith in Carlos Sainz. Now, you might be saying, like I am saying myself, Carlos Sainz, I don't care what you say about him, he crashes all the time. He's not up to snuff of Leclerc. He's leading Leclerc in the championship. There were huge portions of times last season and this season where he's leading Leclerc. The reason they would get rid of him is because they don't think his skills are high enough. No matter what happens, say he beats Leclerc 3 races in a row in terms of results, not just, outright pace or anything, Leclerc still knows he's the better driver. If you were to try and pick between who of those two can win a race in Ferrari, it is Leclerc, who has a vastly superior pace, attitude, just driving experience overall. It is always Leclerc. Sainz is just good enough to not do anything too crazy. He knows how embarrassing he was when he would crash 3 times in a row at Ferrari, where they're like, maybe we have to get rid of him because he's getting no points. He's crashing out on the first 5 laps. So he changed it up. What did he do when he changed it up? He got too safe. He doesn't go for anything anymore. Maybe every now and then he'll get a 3rd position. Maybe a 2nd if some crazy stuff happens. But that's just because he stays where he is. He doesn't pass anybody. And he just feels comfortable where he's at. If Leclerc's having a bad race, it's because of some mental basket case situation he's always dealing with. Because Leclerc is just a total nutcase. He's not an Iceman. He's not what everybody made him out to be. He's just this straightforward, completely controlled, focused guy. He's rabidly fast. He's super quick. He's just as quick, or maybe a step below Max, but pretty freaking quick. The problem with Sainz is he is not that level of elite racer. Alex Albon is a great driver. He's at Williams putting in incredible results. And you could say, oh, the Williams are doing well now. He has a 7th, 8th, and 10th. He is super quick. He was good at Red Bull. He had 2 issues with Lewis Hamilton, and he lost a lot of his faith, but he did not mess up the relationship with Red Bull like Pierre Gasly did when he started criticizing everybody. He just didn't have it. But he had really good chances to become like 2nd place in a couple of races. Alex Albon is super quick. He can control an entire race. He's gone where he doesn't pit for the entire time and pits on the last 2 laps on 50-lap old tires. He is a great driver. They are going to get rid of Carlos Sainz after the 2024 season because he's just good enough. The reason you need Alex Albon there in Ferrari is because iron sharpens iron. For so many years at Ferrari when Vettel was there and Raikkonen was next to him, Raikkonen was checked out. Kimi didn't care anymore. He was off drinking, eating, doing whatever, celebrating. He didn't care anymore. That's why Vettel was able to look at it like a superstar at Ferrari. What you need at these teams, people are realizing, is you need a Pro Senna. You need a Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton, okay? You need those situations because it makes the entire team better, because if one driver can't win the race, the other can. At this point, if Leclerc can't win a race for Ferrari, God knows Carlos Sainz ain't going to win the race. That's why they're so down with him. Even though he's leading Leclerc in the championship, if anybody were to pick at that team, they would drop Sainz in a second. And Alex Albon is reported to be in that situation to get his seat after it. He'll do a great next season at Williams after this season if he just maintains what he's doing and looking well. I mean, he pretty much solidified it. He was fighting the 2 Ferraris at Silverstone this Grand Prix that just happened a couple hours ago. So he will be sliding in that seat. It doesn't seem like Mercedes is ever going to have an option for someone coming in. Red Bull, maybe they'll get Lando Norris for that seat. Red Bull's a situation where you do not come back. You have Helmut Marko, you have Christian Horner. They don't really believe in giving second chances, so he will find himself at Ferrari. And if he can keep it together, because he doesn't seem to be like a head case like Leclerc, if he can keep it together, maybe he can overcome Leclerc in the team. Maybe if he ingratiates himself with the people there, if he gets the results, they will be behind him, because right now Leclerc is lucky that he has Sainz next to him, because there is no way if he had a competent driver like a Lando Norris, possibly like an Alex Albon in the future, or someone of that merit, would he ever be doing the results he is right now. You need to put a fire under Leclerc's ass if he's ever going to get a result, and that's what Alex Albon will be. Hopefully, if Ferrari has the balls, which they never will, because Ferrari and Formula One has become this totally wussified European-centric situation. If they had any balls, they would replace him at the end of the season with Albon, do a switch with the Williams possibly, and that would be the result I'd be looking for, and I'm hoping will happen. But you know the way Formula One is right now, they're not even going to do that. Hopefully they do that with Nick DeVries, get rid of him in 2 or 3 races. Either throw Ricciardo in there or put him out to pasture like Old Yeller, or throw Liam Lawson in there. But we'll have to see. But Sainz is out. 2024 season. I don't know if he'll be in Formula One. If he is, he'll be in one of the shit teams, be down in the dregs with Alfa Romeo or somebody else trying to pick him up like an old Bottas. That's what will be happening in Formula One.